Yeah, you're wonderful people. You are wonderful people. I welcome every one of you this wonderful time, this wonderful day, this wonderful evening. Once again, we continue as we see that today things they go zigizaga zigizaga. Now, whenever you see Nigeria trying to come up with something, they will try and push the so-called governors and the see all their politicians. They will try to push them out to go there and do something, do something. Now, today, from what we see, you will be able to tell why Soludo came out to do what he did, and why Imo State, Hope Uzodinma was trying to establish the so-called IDP camp, um, training center or centers, the displaced people training center. So today, without wasting too much of our time, because we have to dive into the show immediately, make we begin to do the show. I want make we see. I would like make we move back a little bit, just small back. Hmm? We'll go back to when this whole matter started and how it all started and why and the who you should know and the who and the why you should not know. I want make we dey see, make you know who be really enemy and who be really friend today. So you are all welcome to this wonderful program as we continue to do the needful. We will continue the fight. We will continue to do everything within our possible means to make sure this Biafra come. This is not time to look at people's faces or say this one is that one is small, that one is big. This is time to move on. Cleo Yoshi, I greet you, Kiyoshi. There were everyone that is watching out there. I greet you. Thank you for being part of this program. As you just join in, try and do me a favor by liking the program. Yeah, just do me a favor and like the program. So quickly, like I said before, we will be joining sorry we will be seeing some clips. I will be showing us some clips before we come to the main thing. Firstly, let's start with this Asari Dokobo.
Yesterday, the US sent a delegation with a Kenga, including the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Finland to submit a petition, a copy of the petition that was sent to me. But unfortunately, I don't know whether I deleted or something happened. But a copy of the petition was sent to me. Calvin, you are welcome. But, and they accused Simeon Ekpa, DOS. DOS is the highest decision-making body in IPOB. They sent a petition to the Finnish parliament accusing the self-styled prime minister in exile of Biafra. Because this name is our own, Sharon Tobra, I'm always confusing it. You saw me call Biafra instead of Biafra, accusing him of terrorism, of killings that are going on, accusing one of their own, a self-styled a self-styled prime minister
Talk.
of committing terrorist acts in the southeast of Nigeria. Simeon Ekpa had plotted a successful coup that executed a
They they started this not today. They have been able to go to the length. Go, they have written and signed to United Nations, to EU. I'm telling you of our own people. Hmm? I'm telling you of our own people. DOS, as he described them, the highest authority body in IPOB. They have succeeded in going to the highest point to make sure they bring Simon Ekpa down, even including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife. Now, Asari Dokubo said something. Before before they sent or they go to Finland with the letter, they firstly served Asari Dokubo. I don't know. I want you to get something. Are you getting the message? Because Asari Dokubo is, in every matter, you must give him money. Probably he came out to leak this because the money they agreed to pay him, they did not pay. So Asare Dokubo is ready to do anything with you as long as you are bringing money. The moment you stop or you pause, not even stop, you try to pause even that money flowing steady, he will come out and talk like Otelokoko. So now I want you to listen again to him. Listen again.
successful coup.
Listen.
Yesterday, the US sent a delegation with a Kenga, including the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to Finland to submit a petition, a copy of the petition that was sent to me. But unfortunately,
Yesterday, he said, this happened, I think, the last 3 years. Before the letter was taken to Finland, probably other people, other organizations, other countries, other nations, Asare Dokobo got hold of the document, not by mistake, not indirectly, as head of decision making in whatever they are doing. Are you getting the message? Nnamdi Kanu wife, Uchechi, no be Nnamdi Kanu wife, Uchechi, the self-acclaimed Nnamdi Kanu wife, with Ishina Sanworu and Nnnyako. Before they do anything, they must firstly get permission or acknowledge or pay respect to Asare Dokubo. That one tell you anything. I know they go far. No, I not get time to go there explain that one. No be waiting and come. I go soon talk with this their letter and the signing and Asare Dokubo coming into the picture. Why he is coming into the picture. We go look into that very soon. But I just want to make we understand that these people are working with Asare Dokubo, the greatest enemy that said Ingo buy every Igbo. Ingo even shop them for food. Ingo finish the whole Igbo. This man talker. They are happy, comfortably working with him. I won't make with that. And they never stop. Oh. Till today, they are still doing it. When you see them coming out to condemn what Simon is doing, have you seen them condemn what Asare is doing? Have you seen them come out to fight Asare? Even verbal fighting, you don't see them? No, no. Everyone, what is sister? How you there? William, I see you. I see every one of you. People, I greet you, Gerard. Obiezua, ndewo, Obiezua, I greet you. I greet you, Obiezua. Everyone. Pokrepo. Pokrepo. Ow, Lord. Pokrepo. I greet you, Benjamin Chikode. Alukun Nabike. What a beautiful name. Alukun Nabike. Inobong Akan. Ndewo. Inobong. Ndewo. Please Duru. I greet you. Cleo. Aluku Nabiku. And Aluku Nabu Ike. I love that name. Igbo name, they sweet me well. Friday, Peter, I greet you. Here's your mic. So quickly, make we continue to do what you want to do. I just want make we get that notice. So today, the what do you call it? The Nigeria today have come to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be tried by Binta Nnyako. Must be tried by Binta Nnyako. Does that make sense to you? And that if Nnamdi Kanu decide that he don't want Binta Nnyako to try him, to sentence him, he should write it in written statement. He should write it and say he don't want again. And then they will look for another judge. But clause there, make him know that it will take them a time. The time frame me, I don't know. But it might take them any length of time for them to find a judge that will be willing to judge. Now, this shows that many judges are running away from Nnamdi Kanu case. And I want us to remember that Justice Binta Nnyako was so happy when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rescued her from the case. She was glad because the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like crushing this woman, and this woman don't know what to do. Because this woman cannot judge against judgment. This man knows that Nigeria have no a case against Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, the woman even suggested that settling out of court is the best thing. Now, me and you know, say, even common when you go police tell you, this thing go better, make you go settle with this person. You call police, now you call police, now you go in call police. Police can't tell you, you go better, bro, make you go settle with this person. Outside, they make una just go meet and make una settle. You know, say police don't see am say you they at fault. Say if true they fool am with it correctly, you go pay big price, you go pay dearly. Binta Nnyako suggesting that Nigeria should settle with Nnamdi Kanu outside court tells you that Nigeria has no case, it's not going to have any case against Nnamdi Kanu. Like we heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell them that the London, the case, the only case they have against him now falls under the jurisdiction that he should be tried in United Kingdom. One. Secondly, remember the judgment, the Supreme Court, the appeal court ruled that no court in the world even have the jurisdiction to judge or try Nnamdi Kanu, except you take him back to Kenya. Then file a case against him for rendition, whether extraordinary or non-extraordinary. But before then, you must take him back to Kenya, pay him damages. This one is collateral damage. Pay him damages, appeal, apologize to him. Nigeria did not do that. I want to make you see why Soludo is now telling you that Monday sit at home has been cancelled. I want to make you remember that Soludo, I think Soludo should be the first governor that came out and began to tell you he is going to Abuja to bring Nnamdi Kanu back. To the point that he went and took pictures with Nnamdi Kanu. To the point that he made a very big billboard, bring Nnamdi Kanu back. Have you seen that all those things are fake? Have you forgotten that the so-called politicians and senators will tell you every minute, every now, that they are going to bring Nnamdi Kanu? Have you forgotten Abaribe told you any moment from now, he is coming out? That every plan has been set, everything has been set for him to go home. He's just finishing touches. Are you getting the message? So in all these things, what is happening? Maybe we'll hear Nnamdi Kanu first.
And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not one iota, not 1 inch. Because Biafra must come. Because the hatred have continued to this very day. As I'm speaking and addressing all of you right now, they are still arresting, extrajudicially murdering people in our land, people who are alien to our culture, our way of life, our tradition. They are in our land directing their people to slaughter, to kill without mercy. Unfortunately, those we regard as political leaders have connived with these people to ensure the decimation of their own population. That is the type of nonsense we can no longer condone. As you all know, there is no significant Fulani presence in our land because our fathers taught us how to fight. And we are doing so today without apologies to any idiot. We're not going to apologize because we have been apologizing for nearly 50 years. And we have not gotten anywhere in terms of our collective advancement and development in the damnable zoological republic called Nigeria. That is why we must continue what we're doing. And that is why anybody who is remotely interested in the affairs of our people must understand this, that we are determined, doubly determined. 50 years, or should I say 54 years, is a very long time, and 51 years since the end of the war. But now that we have come, or should I say now that God Almighty in heaven has determined that we should come, we are not going to relent. We are not going to do anything whatsoever to jeopardize the sanctity and the holiness of this very mission. We love our people. We love every ethnic nationality that makes up Nigeria as it is presently constituted. We have no hatred towards anybody. We love peace. We love life. We love the progress of other people, but we are in a country where people hate us for no reason, where people despise us for no reason, and we can no longer go on apologizing. And Nigeria as a state, the entire Africa as a continent must acknowledge. The same way they acknowledge the genocide in Rwanda, they must rise up to acknowledge the genocide in Biafra land, or else there will be no peace nor development in the whole of Africa. And I'm not saying it apologetically. I am stating a fact that ought to be forcefully demanded for. And Biafra itself must be restored for those who have come before us, for their sacrifice, for their courage, for their gallantry and their bravery. It is a very good thing today that one of the co-hosts here is our brother Dele, a man that I cherish and I appreciate very much. And also the very excellent work that Mazi is doing. But let us make this thing very, very clear. We are wronged by the Nigerian state, by every ethnic group in Nigeria. I know that my good friend and brother, Obadiah Mailafia, rang me and apologized a while ago for the role that they played in the massacre.
Before we continue, don't be offended. You said the Mazugo, please, what is the venue address for the convention? Have you registered for the convention, Clement? You should go and register. When you finish registering, in short, by registering, immediately you finish registering the registration, everything will be you. If you go there, you want any, go to the website, go to www. You know, everybody know it's no longer a new thing. Go there. If you log into the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, you click department. You see security or Biafra Security Administration. You go there, choose Finland Convention. You will even see numbers there. WhatsApp number is there. Telegram number is there. You have any question, you ask them there. Okay? But before you will get to ask of the venue, that means you're interested, you really want to go. You have to register, bro. Nobody will go to the venue. Nobody will go there without registering. So you get yourself registered firstly. So thank you so much. And everybody, I beg you, try and like this video for me. Like it. It will not cost you anything. Just like it. So you heard him say something. He said something that the genocide carried out has not been, nobody recognized it. One thing I want to tell us about this same genocidal whatever is that despite the genocide, despite the buying, denial, rejection, till today, our people are still begging Nigeria to be part of Nigeria. That was why you see Honorable Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kanu dancing and celebrating with pieces of papers he got from trash that Tinubu have signed reintegrating him into Nigeria. Nigeria committed genocide against you. Terrorism, anything evil they committed against you, and yet you are begging them to belong to them. They rejected you from the word go. They hate you. They despise you. They reject you, they cast you away, they minus you, nothing good way they have about you. They even said to you, instead for them to stay with you, they will go and employ foreigner to do that thing for you. Today, we have Abamed shoes, Abamed clothes, which are 500% better than what you get in China. But what did the Nigeria do? Nigeria made sure they suppress and silence Aba and the open road for you to go to China. Today, we don't recognize China. Abamed shoes are better than China made shoe. Aba made clothes and everything is far better than that of China, but nobody recognizes because it is coming from Igbo man. This is the original agenda to make you irrelevant. And they have made you irrelevant. They made you useless. You remember the audio leak by the VP Shetima that said they will make you irrelevant. And I am wondering how people are waiting to see when they will be made irrelevant. You have been made irrelevant before you were born. This is what we don't understand. They don't make us useless before they're born us. As they told you that God, Jesus died for you before you were born, he has paid the price of your forgiveness before you were born. That is how you are being rejected in Nigeria before even they born your parents. Even before the beginning of the amalgamation, before the thought of the amalgamation, you have been rejected. You have not been part of them in any way, in anything. The natural resources that God blesses your land in the Biafran land with is being taken away from you to the point that the least common salt that is in your land is still being controlled by the same caliphates. But the gold in their land is being controlled by them. I'm not telling you Nigeria controls the gold. No, individuals are now in charge of the gold miners in the name the government have blocked it. And today, we are here celebrating that we are about to be rejoined to Nigeria. We should be very ashamed of ourselves for ever coming out openly. I don't care who you are. It is not about going to school and getting certificate and common sense you no get. We are talking about common sense. Common sense is what is called in Igbo language akonuche. That is when you see an elderly person tell you na akonuche akonuche korogi okonahenegi. You don't have common sense. These people you see like this collaborating and they're collabo like a butterfly. Akonuche henwero common sense they no get it. Because if you ask me, okay, let me just explain this in a very simple way. I don't know who is married here. Let me say, Clement, you are married, for instance. You are living with your wife and your children. Can somebody come and okay? Let me not say somebody. You have five children. You have one wife. And all of a sudden, your father came in and they said, Clement, we are going to be reintegrating you with your children. We are going to, you don't have problem with your children, though. And your father come and say, we are going to, you've been living in the same house ever since you got married and you have 5 children. You've been living in the same house, eating the same food, the same plate, the same spoon, the same water cup. And your father wake up one morning, come to your house and say, Clement, we are going to reintegrate you with your family. Will you be foolish enough to say, Papa, okay, If you say that, you're a stupid, foolish thing. But you should have asked your father, Papa, what do you mean by reintegrating me with my family? We've never been disintegrated. We are here together. Is it not? Those words are English, you make gonna clear me now. They're gonna tell me say I no get them. But when you have these 5 children and your wife that has been separated from you, you are incommunicado. You don't have anything, you don't talk. Somebody will come and say, bro, we have to reintegrate you with your family. So you will live together. No being reintegration. That is reintegration. So when they come to tell you that Senator Benjamin Kanu, they are telling you, or Kanu, they are telling you that you will be reintegrated into Nigeria and you are celebrated. That means you, as a senator in the Nigeria, is a foolish man because you are not part of Nigeria and you are in Nigeria representing your people that are not among Nigerians. Can you see the level of erudity, iberiberism in these people? Can you call a Ghana man to come and represent Ghana in Nigeria's assembly? Is it possible? You can tell a Ghana man or some part of Ghana, come, let us reintegrate you into Nigeria. The same way they reintegrated the Ambazonians into Cameroon. Are you getting the message? Ambazonians were Nigerians. Then they said, we don't want to be part of Nigeria. They voted and they got integrated into Ambazonia, into Cameroon. So now, if they want to come back to Nigeria, they will say, we want to get reintegrated back to Nigeria. Now, somebody from Ambazonia cannot come to Nigeria Senate to represent Ambazonia. So if we have been disintegrated from Nigeria, why would people like Abaribe be in there collecting money? Ojo Zokalo, Hopo Zodema representing people of Biafra in Nigeria. People that you are not part of Nigeria, people that have been disintegrated, because they said with their mouth that they have signed documents, not that they have reintegrated you. I want you to get the message. Carlos said, go and find that video and watch it. He said that Tinubu have signed the document for them to reintegrate Igbos back into Nigeria. I quote him. That means already, before, as you were speaking, you are not part of Nigeria. So what are you doing in Nigerian government? You see, when I tell you, say, you go school, no be say you go book. You go school, you study school, no mean say you study knowledge. You cannot study knowledge. You can only study a knowledge given by man. I'm telling you, you can only study inventions of men. You cannot study original knowledge. I will explain this. You know, today in Biafra land, you go see a boy when no go school, he no sabi write him name, he go feel to build aeroplane, go do him, he go fly. Abi, if you ask him to write them down, the formula, he no know any formula. Wetin he know be say, he go bring this, he go bring this, he go bring this, he go join them together, he go fly. Now wetin he know? He no know to go right. Because to write them, not be God's plan. God's plan is to give you the brain, give you the idea, give you the common sense, join this together, it will work. That is why our people in the olden days, they know how to go into the forest. God will tell him, pick this leaf, give it to that person that have heart failure. He will give it to that person, the person will be cured. He will be healed permanently. But today, do we have them? No. Let me not digress. You are not part of them. That is why you cannot be recognized at anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear here. If Rwanda genocide have been recognized by the whole world, even UN acknowledges and they give them the reference, those that were murdered in that genocide, what happened to your own? And I am very sure that if you go calculating the numbers of the people affected, involved in that genocide, they are not half of those that we are affected in Biafra land. I think Biafra land is the highest so far, but nobody remembers it. Nobody calls for it. Nobody demands for it. Do you know why? Because the people that are supposed to present this have made themselves slaves to the people they are to present it. Like we see one Igwe, so-called Igwe, kneeling down before the Funani emirs. We saw a group of Igwes sitting on the grass before the Funani elders. We saw the other day from Enugu, telling you how he sold his people in the name that they are looking for Biafra to the Nigerian commanders. So, who is to present your case before your oppressors? Nobody. You have to do it yourself. Listen to Mazi again.
Of Biafran people, the role that they played in aiding and abating a very unlawful invasion of Biafra land, because all Ojukwu asked for was restructuring. The same thing we are arguing for today. Ojukwu went to Aburi to argue for restructuring. Ojukwu did not go to Aburi to declare any state of Biafra. He never went to Aburi to declare any war. Ojukwu went to Aburi so that all of us in Nigeria, including those from the Middle Belt, from the West, everywhere can have freedom. There's something we're asking for today. They twisted the narratives. They changed our history. They turned it upside down. They made us the villain. They tried to demonize our general, a man of peace, that went to Aburi in Accra to go and in Ghana to go and negotiate for peace. A peace that Britain prevailed upon go on, not to implement. But over the years, we've been taught that we are the aggressors. Such nonsense can no longer hold, it can no longer obtain, and that is why, as I said earlier, unapologetically, we are pursuing the freedom of Biafra, and nobody can stop us. Anybody on our path is going to fall, is going to die. Instead of Biafra not to come, every living organism in Nigeria will die, I swear to God Almighty in heaven, because we are not going back. It is a good thing today that some notable Nigerians are on this very platform discussing what transpired 54 years ago. Most have tweeted to say, may it not happen again. The only way to ensure that this will not happen again is the existence of a free, sovereign Biafran nation. That is the only panacea, nothing more, nothing less.
Very simple. Very, very simple. Now, quickly, today, a breaking news is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case must be tried by Justice Nnyako. I never knew that it's now by force for a judge to try somebody who said no. I will allow us to listen to the news, to the updates before we continue. So let's hear them.
Use of court process because Gambarian has a pending appeal against the refusal of the first bill. He added that there are no new facts regarding Nnyako's request to step regarding medical care in the fresh bill application, as EFCC has shown that Nigerian authorities and hospitals are capable of treating Gambarian. He said that since an appeal has been filed, a lawyer is restrained from relitigating, especially having not withdrawn that appeal. Now, the Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Toshaw, has reportedly declined Justice Binta Nnyako's request to step down from presiding over the trial of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Toshaw has instructed that the case be returned to Justice Binta Nnyako, deeming her the best fit to continue overseeing the proceedings. Now, a reliable source who chose to remain anonymous informed Daily Post, an online news platform, about the decision today, revealing several reasons behind the Chief Judge's choice. According to this source, Justice Toshaw's refusal to reassign the case was based on key considerations. One, that two other judges were previously recused from the case, that the case has lingered for too long from 2015. Number three, that the case has pended most with Justice Binta, thus making her the most suited or best placed judge to handle and conclude the case. However, the Chief Judge has also directed that if at the next hearing of the case, Nnamdi Kanu still insists on recusing Binta Nnyako, he must file a written motion with an affidavit stating all the grounds for requesting the recusal. You'll recall that Justice Nnyako recently withdrew herself from the case after Kanu openly expressed doubts regarding her ability to impartially handle his trial, citing a lack of confidence in her judgment. You're currently listening to The World News, the 12.
Okay, so far, the one we've heard. Thank you, Justin Okoro. Thank you. But I must tell you, we must not allow the people, anybody, to decide you or decide your tomorrow or what you will look like in future. I want us to know that before the Britain came to Biafra land, our people were doing transaction with the Portuguese, Italians, so many countries before invasion of Britain. This is one thing we must understand. And for you to transact with somebody you don't know, understand, have any idea of their language, you are very intelligent. I don't know if somebody is getting me. For you to be able to have a transaction, not once, not twice, always, with the people, group of people, you don't understand their language, you are not from the same part of this earth, they are from different part, they speak different language, they eat different food, they look different, and you have been able to communicate with these people. They tell you what they want, you provide it, you tell them the amount they pay you. What you should have been asking yourself, how do these Portuguese know how much to pay for anything given to them? How did our people realize that this is what these people need and supply to them and get paid? Britain was not there. Britain were not there. Elizabeth was not there. And this business went on for a very long time before Britain jumped into it. Why am I saying this? Because of, you said, talent in crude form. Good. Education helps you to standardize the science through universal standard. And this is where we have problem. Universal standard is that you must learn it in their language. Are you getting me? You get any science book wait there for your language, whether it be Igbo, whether it be Yoruba, whether it be even Hausa, whoever you are, Calabar, do you have any science book, mathematics book, social, anything? Do you have it? No. They subject you to do it in their own way. And I want you to know that this is something you know already. To make it difficult for you, you must learn it their own way. Are you getting me? It's just like you know how to process palm kernel. Then somebody tell you before you process the same palm kernel you produce, you process and get oil and get palm kernel, palm front, everything you get. Somebody have to tell you, you will go to primary school, go to secondary, go to university and study science, study engineer before you will be able to operate a machine that will produce the same thing you have been doing. And this machine was designed like a human being that will have to press to give you the same oil you're producing, making it difficult for you to go quick. I keep saying it. Had it been that our people were not deceived and distracted, by now our science would have been the highest. And this is what they have come to find out, that made them subject us to their own way, that made them say you must go through this school before. Science is what is in us already. This science is in us. We go to school in the olden days. Our people have their alphabets. Our people write, our people read. But they come to abolish whatever you have and give you a new history. That's, by the way, we continue. We continue. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, according to the Chief Justice, that Binta Nnyako, Justin Okoro, no, Justin Okoro, I'm agreeing with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Don't misunderstand me. I'm trying to make us understand that we are blessed, with or without anybody. God blessed us. Okay, we are blessed. I know say make you no go school, oh, make you go school, make your children go school, oh. My children they go school, oh. It's good to make we get that knowledge. You know, in the olden days, when these people come to your land, the British, a wise man will say one of his children that is very stubborn, or the one that are lazy, he will carry it and give to the white man. Carry and make it follow you. Go learn your own language and your own way of life. That was how they become pastors and bishops in the clerks in the olden days. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you. I appreciate so much. One love. So, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today must write reasons. This is not about Binta Nnyako. This is about Nigeria system, because Nigeria system is not facing what they should face. Remember, they plant gadgets wherever Nnamdi Kanu goes, or whenever somebody visits him. They decided that they are going to sue or judge Nnamdi Kanu based on the evidence of what he said from Radio Biafra in London. And then when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was discussing with his lawyers, they said, okay, if it is in London, then this thing, Nigeria don't have jurisdiction. You have to go to London before you judge this case. And that was the only case Nigeria still have, according to them. And then Nigeria go here and say, hey, we don't kill ourselves. They go cancel London from the matter. So the case now, where the case happen, where you go, those of you who go Oyibo school, they're gonna tell me, because if you they listen to court, he go tell you blah blah blah, this happened on the 23rd of July 1921, and he go call venue, he go call time even. He go call venue, he go call time. So if you they read this, where you go say the case happen? So Nnamdi Kanu, they are telling him that Justice Binta Nnyako is the person that have handled this case very well, that other two judges left because they did not do well, that this case is going well with Binta Nnyako. So the Chief Justice is saying that Binta Nnyako is the best person to finish the case. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will write, and they will begin to hunt for a justice or a judge that will finish the case. It might take who knows when. Let us hear what a lawyer, a barrister will say.
On Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. And of course, it's time for a news analysis segment. And I have right here in the studio, Barrister Darlington Agumor, who is a political, national and social affairs commentator. Barrister Darlington, good afternoon and welcome to the World News at 12.
Good afternoon, Esther. How are you?
I am fine. Let's start up with this particular controversial case. You know that the news today has been riddled with all court cases. Apparently, most of the cases were held simultaneously earlier today because we've been hearing the rulings from all the court judgments. Now, let's look at the case of Nnamdi Kanu. The Chief Judge at the Federal High Court, Justice John Toshaw, has reportedly declined Binta Nnyako's, recusal from his case. Now, he gave 3 valid reasons as to why he is reassigning Justice Nnyako back to Nnamdi Kanu's case. He said that 2 other judges, right, have been previously recused from the case. That is, the first 2 judges who were handling Nnamdi Kanu's case, they've recused themselves. And that the case has lingered for too long, meaning that the case has been in court since 2015. And that the case mostly pended with Justice Binta Nnyako, meaning that for the longest time, she's been the one handling the case. So she understands the case better than any other judge who may have to come in. Because if a judge comes in now, the judge may want to start afresh and they'll start postponing and, assigning new dates. Now, the judge now said that if Justice Binta Nnyako comes back to the case and Nnamdi Kanu still deems her unfit or deems her biased in continuing with the case, he needs to sign an affidavit on the grounds of requesting that recusal. What do you think this means? What's going to happen now?
Thank you, Esther.
Did you get the message that if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want another judge to take up the case, signing this affidavit means that the judge will have to start from beginning again? Are you getting the message? The judge will have to start from 2014, I think 2014 or 2015. The judge will have to start from there and start judging it and judging it and judging it until you get to 2021. Until you get to 22, 23, 24. Are you getting the message? And this might take one case 1 year. Before they will come and begin to strike them out again. You remember, they once have 20 how many cases against Nnamdi, charges against Nnamdi Kanu that were strike out. That means they are going to revisit all those things. That is what they are telling Nnamdi Kanu. So it's now either you allow Binta Nnyako to judge you or you choose our own way. Are you getting it? Binta Nnyako, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told her in the face, that you are biased. You have nothing to do in this case because your masters that are sending you to do whatever they're sending to you, you know you cannot do it. How can you judge a man that you don't have jurisdiction for? You don't get power to judge. You don't get right to judge. Even in your own court, in your own law, you don't get them. Maybe we'll listen to a barrister analyze or tell us his take.
It is the right of everybody that is standing trial to be comfortable with the trial court or judge.
All right.
But if in the course of this trial you discover that you may not get fair hearing from this judge or this court, you can ask for the judge to excuse herself or himself from the matter.
But what Justice John Tosho is saying is that there have been 2 other judges that have recused themselves from this case. The second thing he said is that the case has lingered for so long since 2015. Now, what a lot of critical, logical thinkers will be like, if this case has lingered for so long, is it Nnamdi Kanu's fault that the case has lingered for this long? So what exactly is wrong that they've not been able to surmise and conclude his case?
It is very obvious. It's like the federal government is shopping for evidence against Nnamdi Kanu.
They're shopping for evidence since 2015?
Yes.
You want to tell me that you detain somebody, you incarcerate somebody, and you don't have strong evidence to take that person to trial?
That is the modus operandi when you don't have a strong evidence against a suspect or a defendant.
Barrister Darlington, who was the first Attorney General of the Federation that took this case to the court? Was it not the former Minister of Justice, Malami?
Amalami, of course, he was part of those who renditioned him from Kenya.
What were the strong points? What was the locus standi for his incarceration?
Good. It was because that rendition, the people that went for him in Kenya, they didn't even know the crime they have committed themselves. It was when the court now said that, look, you people committed offense against this young man. That what you did was an international crime against him. And that we don't even have a law to try Nnamdi Kanu for what you are saying.
Okay.
And it was when the court now, because jurisdiction is very important when you are going for this type of trial.
Exactly.
When they now realize that the offense you have charged this man for was committed in London. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they now realize that if they move on with this case, they cannot succeed. So they remove London. If you have not removed London, so what are you now going to try Nnamdi Kanu for? Esther, that is the crux of the matter. Except they can be able to resolve that jurisdiction. They cannot, they can't get Nnamdi Kanu anywhere. And so when the court now explained this to the prosecutors, they became now ashamed. They don't know whether to return Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya or to free him or to continue with the case. That is the quagmire they are in. Because it was the court that told them this. So based on that fact now, the federal government are looking for any other thing. Maybe they are looking for Nnamdi Kanu to commit one thing in prison or the other. They will now say, okay, since you were in prison, look at what you have done in prison. That is the reason why this detention has prolonged for this long. And the other 2 judges that exclude themselves from this, did you see the reason why Nnamdi Kanu gave? That they are biased. And it's because these judges knew. That was why they excused themselves. So if Justice Tosho is now saying that Nnamdi Kanu should not write and give affidavit, and the other 2 judges that excused themselves, did he follow the same procedure?
Barrister Darlington, in 2022, Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned in 2021.
Yes.
In 2022, Nnamdi Kanu actually requested from the DSS for an oral testimony as to his deteriorating health condition.
Yes.
At that time, he was requesting to be taken out of the DSS custody to possibly Kirikiri or any other correctional center while his case continues in court. Now, the DSS rejected that particular request. The DSS rejected Nnamdi Kanu's request for oral evidence from the DSS.
Yes.
On several occasions, there have been impediments as to how this case can continue. The first one being the fact that they have alluded that he was the one responsible for the conflict in the southeast. Thereby, it was important for them to continue to his detainment to curtail the upheaval in the southeast. But as it stands now, the fact that he is still incarcerated, it has not ameliorated the security challenges in the southeast. If that is the case, why have they not accelerated his hearing since 2015? Now, Justice John Soho Tosho is saying now that possibly because it has taken too long, that Binta Nnyako is in the best position to handle it. When this case got to the Supreme Court, why was it taken back to the Federal High Court? Why did the court eventually ask the Attorney General of the Federation to refile? That they didn't go about it in the first instance. So whose fault is it that it has lingered for this long?
It is the
Esther, since Esther come talk with the talk of PM wall, since that time Esther come they talk the truth. Nigeria all of a sudden want the case to end the bam bam bam. Supreme Court, Appeal Court discharge Nnamdi Kanu. High Court discharge Nnamdi Kanu. Supreme Court say I don't see anything. Make una go start again from beginning in High Court. If truly una one justice, una one made this case end, una one sentence, una one judgment, why didn't you take the judgment given by your own courts? Are you seeing the confused? This is not only Binta Nnyako that is confused in this matter. All of them. Because people like Malami is no longer Minister for Justice, but Malami is still in the head of the affairs of the justice of the Nigerian system. Somebody where we don't even know the law where he study, whether he study what they call it, Sharia no, yeah, whether not Sharia law he study, can use and can they practice Nigerian law for you. I want make they get the message. Let us listen to Barrister anyway.
The fault of the federal government, I told you here, they are shopping for evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. All these things that they are saying up and down, it is not strong enough to convict Nnamdi Kanu. It's not possible. Even the Supreme Court was against how they now, withdrew Nnamdi Kanu's bail. The Supreme Court said that it was wrong for them to have withdrawn his bail after hearing all the argument on both sides. And that was why the Supreme Court said they should go back. And that Nnamdi Kanu should even sue the federal government. He should institute a civil suit against the federal government. All this is in public domain.
The last time Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court, he categorically stated that no court in Nigeria can try him.
Of course.
Under what premise was he making that pronouncement?
Because the particular evidence which they have brought against Nnamdi Kanu about jurisdiction has been nullified. That was why they withdrew it in their charge. Because for you to say that where did he commit this offense? That is very important in this type of trial. You cannot say that somebody where did you steal this property? It's a criminal charge. I hope you know. You cannot say that where did you commit this offense? It is very important. If you cannot identify where the offense was committed, then what are you doing? What are you trying? That is the problem here. The federal government know that no matter how they detain Nnamdi Kanu, they cannot wriggle out of that. And they do not come and say, okay, Nnamdi Kanu, go home, just like they did for Showore. They can't do that. After they have messed up everything, they are afraid that Nnamdi Kanu may institute a case against them for renditioning him from Kenya. Are you getting it now? These are the quagmire the federal government are in now. And that is why they are finding it difficult to even look. All this thing about Nnamdi Kanu is looking for a judge or not that. My dear, it is not necessary. I have a president here. Tompolo, government Tompolo.
Exactly.
Was tried in absentia and sentenced. He didn't appear in court for 1 day.
And nothing happened.
I'm telling you, the federal government tried him in absentia and he was sentenced. Unfortunately, that same man is doing contract for the federal government today. Esther, how do you justify all this thing for God's sake?
You see, Nigeria, in as much as you accept to compromise, your case is cancelled. As long as he accepts to compromise, they leave him. Rocha Sokrocha, Hope Uzodema, are you ready to compromise? Devo Mahi, Soluto, are you ready? We go cover what you do for Central Bank. He say, I am ready. That is why you see them. That's why I'm telling you that when you see these people acting, they know they act with a better eye. They know they act with better eye because they under do Rex. You get the message? They have nothing against Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing they can do about it. This is just pure truth. Pure truth. And this is why they are running helter skelter. Odudu bere ha n'ọnụ ama doga ọ na-ata ha ba. Nnamdi Kanu go carry them go court and they know before Nigeria and go in no court. He go in own court where he supposed to go. The one where happen for Kenya, go for Kenya. The one where happen for UK, go for UK. I beg you, try and like this video for me. Like this video. It no cost you anything to like the video. Like the video. Now I beg you, no say I the fight you, make you like my video. Try and like the video for me. Please. 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 Only 100 people don't like them so far. And the people who don't watch them so far don't pass 300. The one where they watch now almost 200. For YouTube alone, 200 plus. For Twitter, if the 100 and almost 200 where they watch for Twitter share them now, and other people go see them, they go enter. So learn to share, please. Retweet it. It doesn't cost anything. Just click it to retweet. In Facebook, in YouTube, just like it. Facebook, share it for me. Like this video for me. I beg you. That's why when you see this their prank woman where you go come out panty sell them for 100,000 naira, you go viral because people go share and make another. See this girl, it don't follow. Hey, you go viral. But our Biafran, I'm not saying it because of me. Anywhere you see anything about your freedom that is true, share them. Share them, like them if it, because in YouTube, the more you like it, the more the possibility of going viral the video. So I dey like sometimes I dey enter, like you get one guy you culture. I know now. I just dey see am the first. Now somebody send me, I forgotten who sent me the video at the first place. I watch am, I see am, I like wetin he do. I like am, I subscribe. Sometimes when I get time, I go watch. When I don't get time, if I say I go just like them. I listen to 1 minute. I don't see the line of thoughts, or the line of discussion. I go like them. Twitter, the same thing. So make we try the do help ourselves. By the way, Emmanuel Uremi Juice, I remember. I never know that in news channel. He no tell me again. Emmanuel Uremi Juice channel, YouTube channel was blocked or taken down. He opened another one. It was taken down again, unfortunately. So he is opening another one. He has opened another one, but unfortunately, I don't know this new one now. I will get it and I will try to make us understand, or I will try to bring it to our notice. I beg. I will try to bring it to our notice. Why is he saying here? I'll try to bring it out nothing. But if you see him anywhere, I beg, try like him and share. Even share and give me. I go like, make I follow him and I go down answer. If I see, if say they here, I go put the link. You go there, go subscribe to him. That at the money Luremi juice, you know, say he get mad. If you watch him, you go laugh. But not true in they tell you. Religious TV. Okay, now be religious TV. Eh? Now be religious TV. If now be religious TV, let me find him. So we'll start there. Let me search. Religious TV. So if Naim go there and follow him immediately. Religious TV. No, I know see him. I know see him. If you fit, just send me, share one of him video for me. You understand? Just copy and they send me. Copy the link or just share the video to, or copy the link and the paste it here so we will see them. Okay, Religious TV. Religious TV. It's Religious TV. Religious TV. Let's see if it's this. it's not this one. It's not this. I don't know this man though. I know Siam. There are plenty, when you have this thing, if there are many people that have the same kind of name, it will be difficult to hold on. Name be this. No. So I don't know. So anyway, if you can see the just the link will do. If you give us the link, just the link, I will be able to Remigius TV. But I don't find them now. I know work. Remigius TV. The one I see, Victory Voice TV. No. The Remigius TV I'm seeing is not his own. I will get it anyway. I will get it. I will call him to send it to me. Maybe tomorrow I will help to publish it. We must continue. Let us listen to the video again to the end, I beg.
How do you? I'm talking of those who have held arms against the federal government. Arms.
Serious arms.
So,
we even have persons who are like non-state actors. We have Asari Dokubo telling us he has men, he has RPGs. He said it openly via his social media account, and nobody has called him to question. Nobody has asked where his facility is, where he's storing those RPGs.
The one I discussed yesterday on my program was this one about terrorists who were rehabilitated into our military, running away with the gun they gave them a motorcycle. Esther, can you define this in any form or shape? That the terror, they told us yesterday that they have sworn with the Quran, they have been de-radicalized, they are that, they are this, they are born again.
Now they've reintegrated them.
Yes, they ran away with the guns, Esther guns, purchased with our taxpayers' money and motorcycle. What was their reason? They said what they told them before they joined them is not what they are hearing. So what was the promise made to them? I'm talking of terrorists. Terrorists.
So, Barrister Darlington, in this particular matter now, since Justice John Soho has, asked that Justice Binta Nnyako comes back to that particular case, what if she declines to come back? What then happens?
The choice is hers.
The choice is hers?
Yes.
In this particular instance, initially she was not the one who asked to recuse herself. It was Nnamdi Kanu who boldly stated in the court that he doesn't trust her judgment, right? Now, and of course, he ruled out certain factors as to why he doesn't trust her presiding over his case. And she said, if that is what you want, I would step down. But do you think that she's going to obey this chief judge of the Federal High Court order to return to Nnamdi Kanu's case?
In fact, Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyers, they already have something to hold on to.
And what is that?
Good. This particular judge initially suggested that they should go and seek for political solution to this problem.
Yes.
For a judge to say that, it means that she had looked at this case and see that it's not going anywhere. That is the first thing.
Do you get the message that the judge knows? Say this case now to waste our time. Well, if you know the channel, I try to find it. I can't find it. Just share it in Facebook. WhatsApp groups. Share it to WhatsApp groups so people will get to know it and follow him, because he have a lot of fans. So people want to follow him. Okay. Remigius TV. I've tried to find the Remigius TV. I can't find it. I'm finding other ones. So just share it. I beg you, share them on WhatsApp. If somebody can share it on my WhatsApp now, just share one of his video on my WhatsApp so I will get it and flash it here. Just share them for my WhatsApp. If you put them for my WhatsApp, let me know now. Okay?
Everybody should know. If she know that this matter, that is a strong evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, she wouldn't have made that suggestion.
Okay, Barrister.
Now, listen.
Okay.
Now, before this time, a certain Amadi was on air, everywhere, on social media. He revealed that this same judge told him that this
Sam
matter,
Amadi,
Sam
yes.
Amadi, that this matter is not going anywhere because the federal government cannot succeed in their charge against Nnamdi Kanu. Up till now, nobody has come to say it's a lie. Up till now. So on what basis will this job continue? Already there is this moral burden now on her. Yes. There's nothing she will do about that case after all this evidence. I'm telling you, there's nothing she will do about this matter. After this, there is nothing.
Barrister Darlington, let me bring your mind back. You will recall that when the same judge had requested that Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government or the Attorney General of the Federation try to come through what you call a truce, a political truce. I remember at the time, the rancor was the fact that Nnamdi Kanu never said that he wants to have a possible conversation or negotiation with the federal government. Do you think that maybe his legal team did not approach the Attorney General of the Federation? Because I remember that time, what was in the news was Nnamdi Kanu can never go and meet the federal government because he has done nothing wrong or whatever. Is it about pride now or ego? Because if his team did not...
Mazi Emeka dị here. Mazi Emeka nke a long time, nke a long years. Long years. This is my number running down here under the video. You will see the number. Just send them, make a publisher before this program finish. I beg. Mazi Emeka will not go and they will. You're welcome.
Reach out to the Attorney General of the Federation, or possibly his team is waiting for the Attorney General of the Federation to reach out to him, and that did not happen. Is this why we're seeing this case being prolonged?
No, don't look for something that is not missing.
Okay.
The Kanu's team, legal team, they have approached the Attorney General.
Okay.
We also it. Nnyako compiled all the judgment in favor of Nnamdi Kanu, 9 of them, and he has taken it to the man. Even some lawmakers headed by Abaribe,
yes,
they have gone to meet the Attorney General, and the man promised them that they will look into it. Okay. And that was after that suggestion by the judge.
Yes.
So what else are they delaying? Okay, did they offer Nnamdi Kanu anything and he said no, I don't want?
Maybe there are some. Do you think there are some conditions that he doesn't want to abide by in the conversation they're having?
Please, I told you, don't look for something that's not missing. We have not had anything from the federal government that Nnamdi Kanu refused, or anything that was suggested to Igbo people and the Igbo elder, and they said no, we don't want this. Nothing was faced from the federal government. When Showere was released, was there any condition? They just entered the knowledge prosecute, and the man was let off the hook, discharged and acquitted. So what is delaying Nnamdi Kanu's case? Since you know you cannot win this case against him, why are you delaying the matter?
That's a very big question.
Yes.
What exactly is delaying this case?
I'm telling you.
Why the back and forth?
Yes.
Why the back and forth? If they have evidences against him, why don't you present it and accelerate the trial?
Are you telling me that we even have 2 other cases? Dasuki, until today.
Sambo Dasuki.
Did you see him in court? Until they asked him to go.
Exactly.
And Mustafa.
Darius Ishaku too.
One of them. They have been let go. So what is delaying Nnamdi Kanu's case? So anybody who is telling you that Nnamdi Kanu refused is a lie. We have not had anything from the federal government.
All right, Barrister.
They believe that when they break Nnamdi Kanu's spirit in detention, maybe he will now do one thing or the other. They will now hold something against him. They are working towards an answer. They are working because everybody have told them release this man before the inevitable happens. Because if something happens to this man, please, how will the federal government defend it? Remember that the United Nations have written concerning Nnamdi Kanu in this matter. United Nations
on several occasions.
Yes, US and UK have waded into this matter, yet they remain adamant. What do you think is going on here? If there is a strong, nobody will even intervene in Nnamdi Kanu's case. Nobody will support a terrorist anywhere in the world. But look at how they are pampering those in the north. Esther, just imagine. The whole world is watching what is going on.
You're saying that there is a geographical preference in this case?
Is it not obvious? Is it not obvious? What else are we talking about here? All these things that they are throwing up, all these legal shenanigans, it will not help this case. It will not. They believe that when they keep in Nnamdi Kanu, maybe the agitation will stop. Esther, has it stopped?
No.
Has it stopped?
No.
That will tell you that there is 1,001 Nnamdi Kanu waiting to take over from him. And it may not be as quiet as it is now.
All right, Barrister, let's look at the All Progressives Congress candidate in the...
Thank you, Barrister Darlington. Thank you for making just the case clean. So I've seen it. This is it. It's Remigius TV. Remigius TV, in case, because I can see that many of us are still confused about it. I see my sister said, truth God, some said so many. So maybe those ones are affected as well. This is the current one now. Remigius TV. REMI not G. I was searching with the G before. I don't know that it's J. So JIUS TV. So go there and follow him. Those of us that know him, you know that he's a powerful mouth man. Mouth, Mr. Mouth. Obianono. If you think say you get am for mouth, go meet am for him. He go tell you say you don't get am for nothing. So that is our brother doing the needful. So support him. Go there. Me, I just find him now. I subscribe. You can imagine what when your videos. You see, the problem is not just that he wants the videos to be subscribed to. He wants his channel to get people subscribed, but when you see, like me, my Biafra Voice 247 TV, they say that it's either they take down the channel or I have the option of removing every video I made there in the past. So you don't know the video you made, this thing, the programs you made, you hold them so dearly. So you wouldn't want any of them to, you want them to be there so that in future you can go back and look. Sometimes I will see one of programs I did in the past, I will be laughing. Honestly. So nobody would want to work and get them trashed for no reason. Honestly. So I beg, I'm gonna go full on for Remigius TV as you can see it on the screen. Thank you so much. Biafrans, we are Onye Agala Nwanne Ya. Na there we be, nine we be. Onye Agala Nwanne Ya. So that being said, we don't hear everything. I wanna go see the Boni Bima. We wanna go see where Zeya. And we have seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the man that Zoe is scared of. They fear him. They fear him. And because they don't get anything against him. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have everything against them. And that is why we must continue. By all means, if you've not liked this video, do me a favor, like this video. Like this video. I beg you, like this video. So without wasting too much time, I have to drop this program here. We will see, remember, tomorrow na fundraising, and we must continue. We must continue. Tomorrow na fundraising. Support your own freedom. Support your own freedom. I beg everybody, support your own freedom. I beg everybody, support your own freedom so that your freedom will come. Because if you don't support your freedom will not come. So we must support our own freedom. So I have to end this program here. I will end this program here. Like I said before, tomorrow is our fundraising. Tomorrow is our fundraising. We go there fund waiting what they do. Because any day we stop, problem there for us. Any day we stop, say problem there. So I dare call everybody to support what we are doing. Support yourself, support. You see what the Biafra military are doing in Biafra land, defending the land by all means. They are defending our land, defending our people, defending our territories, our borders. So please, they will, every one of you here, with love and respect, I greet all of you. So we'll go see tomorrow. Now, bye-bye for now. God bless you all, and bye.
I come from a military background. So my mother's side in Israel, my father's side in Finland are so large population. Everybody needs this freedom, what you are looking for. And there was no troops that time when I started to understand about this. There was no ESN. There was just people protesting with flags. And me, I come from military background, as I said. I was talking that people need troops. Everybody needs to defend themselves. If your people get killed for no reason, you need to defend yourself. Everybody